So whether you like it or not, Warner Brothers is officially rebooting the Harry Potter franchise into a TV series for HBO Max that's gonna go 10 years long. This is our new Harry Potter, this is our new Hermione Granger, this is our new Ron Weasley, this is our new Professor Snape. Yep, 100% confirmed he's in. Oh yeah, this time around the rumor is Voldemort's gonna be a chick. But you know what? I got nothing against these little kids. I hope that they crush this role and they're even better than the original cast from the original films. However, if they're gonna make this show, whether I like it or not, I'm gonna say exactly why I think it's the most dumb and stupid idea Hollywood has ever come up with. So before I completely start roasting this reboot, let me talk about a couple of things I actually like about it, which is the casting of these kids. I think they freaking nailed it, especially Hermione Granger. She literally is Hermione.
I'm Arabella, and I'm playing young Hermione Granger. It's Wingardium Leviosa. Make the gar nice and long. If I'm investigating a missing person, I start at the post office to see if they registered an emailing address. Except our post office collapsed about a month ago.
And reportedly, the casting directors had to go through 32,000 audition tapes to find Dominic, Arabella, and Alistair to replace the unbelievable and amazing original Harry Potter movie cast. And I'm gonna be honest, as good as they look as the characters, they got some big freaking Thanos-sized shoes to fill with Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint behind them. How are they going to live up to this? There's so much pressure on these kids, and this is a dream job opportunity, so I really pray in Jesus' name that they crush this role and they do a phenomenal job. Also, Nick Frost as Hagrid, not a bad casting. I think he looks really good as Hagrid, and he has the acting range to do this role. I think he's gonna do a good job. But man, it's gonna be so hard to replace the original Robbie Coltrane as Hagrid. I mean, my God, this guy was perfect. And then we got John Lithgow as the new Dumbledore, and this is not that bad of a casting. I don't know. When I see this guy, all I can think about is Lord Farquaad.
I will make this Princess Fiona my queen, and Duloc will finally have the perfect king!
And HBO isn't playing around. They're going all in on this show, spending about $100 million per episode. And multiple reports are suggesting that this is going to be the most expensive TV production ever made. And reportedly, the show is going to be a faithful retelling of the books with the exact same premise as the Harry Potter movies, but adjusted for television, and each season is going to be based off of a book. And the Harry Potter reboot series is set to premiere in 2027. All right, they started filming, we got the cast, we know what it's gonna be about. Now I just got one question. Why? Why are we doing this? Who asked for this? Who wants this? Even Chris Columbus, the guy who made the first two Harry Potter movies, doesn't understand what the point of this reboot is.
I see this conversation, this rumbling about whether or not they're going to reboot or remake the series. To me, these films are perfect. Do you think they'll ever be remade, and should they ever be remade?
Hey, what's the point? The movie exists. Let's just live with the movie. There's no point in any of us ever remaking The Wizard of Oz. There's no point in any of us remaking the classic film. Make something original because we need more original material, so no.
As of yesterday, I think, I looked in the online, and there were photographs of Nick Frost as Hagrid, along with the new Harry Potter. So I'm seeing these photographs of, now it looks like Martin, I could be wrong, wearing a Nick Frost head. And he's wearing the exact same costume that we designed for Hagrid. Part of me was like, what's the point? I thought it was going to be, I thought the costumes were good. I thought everything was going to be different, but it's more of the same.
In a world filled with horrible reboots, remakes, and sequels, for some reason, this was the best idea we could come up with? Reboot a beloved movie franchise that's still making you guys all kinds of money, and you got all the original cast from the movie's faces in your parks on all of your theme park rides. What are you gonna do? Remove them now? Take them out of the parks? Like, I just can't figure out the risk to reward here for HBO. Why would they risk damaging their most beloved franchise of all time? It's not like these movies are not being watched anymore. People still watch and love them yearly. It's like the CEO of Warner Brothers said, hey, I got an idea. You see all the Disney reboot failures and flops that they're making? Let's do some of that. To give you an example, Star Wars was one of the most beloved franchise of all time. It was bigger than Marvel. It was everything Marvel dreamed to be. I remember the hype and the magic of Star Wars. At one point, it really felt like it was one of the most exciting things in the world. But at this point, Star Wars projects have been so bad that Star Wars fans don't even really like Star Wars anymore. But you know what? At least Disney had the nuts to say, let's not reboot or remake these original Star Wars films. They're still being watched today. They're still loved today. So let's not touch those original films. films, let's just expand on this universe and make it better. And sure, you can argue that Disney ruined this franchise and beat it to the ground, but there was a lot of amazing original projects that came from Disney. We got the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. Those were freaking awesome. It blends seamlessly into the Star Wars universe, and Mandalorian and Grogu are gonna be Halloween costumes until the end of time. And honestly, the story in some of the episodes of this show is better than some of the movies they made. Rogue One, a fantastic Star Wars film, and gave us one of the best Darth Vader scenes of all time. Even Andor. Honestly, I haven't seen it yet, but everyone's talking great about it. Look, my point is, obviously it's possible to take an already established franchise and just expand on it with new, original stories, series, movies, and all types of content that people will love. Because look, if it is to the studios just about making money, then obviously there's a way to keep making money while not destroying your beloved franchise. And you know what? I'm just freaking sick of it. I'm sick of all these studios ruining all our favorite IPs, characters, and stories that we grew up on. Because to me, I swear, this is on the same level of trying to reboot The Godfather, reboot Breaking Bad, reboot The Sopranos. Just me freaking saying that out loud sounds so stupid. Why would anyone do that? It can't be in a world filled with talented people right now. If you scroll on Instagram for a few minutes, you're gonna see some videos that'll make you cry that look like films. There's some YouTubers on here that are making videos better than full-blown film productions, TV companies, you name it. Everyone's a writer, everyone's a director, everyone's an influencer. We got AI making anything you want. You just type in a prompt and it'll make it for you. But somehow, these big corporations and big studios can't come up with one new original idea? Or how about a new original idea in the same universe, an already established idea? Now look, to all the people who are excited about this reboot, I'm happy for you. God bless you. That's good, man. But don't come at me with, oh, those films were not perfect. They weren't good at all. They were not 100% accurate to the books and novels. And we need this reboot so we can faithfully tell every single word on the page perfectly on screen. And to all those people, I just say, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. If that's the case, then Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films are horrible films because they don't go word for word, shot for shot with the comic books. For Christ's sake, we got Tobey Maguire shooting web fluids out of his skin and his wrist. That doesn't happen in the comics. That's freaking gross. And that's just one of the many different character flaws from all the characters in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. They're not 100% comic book accurate, but does that make them bad films? A movie doesn't have to be 100% accurate to a book. It doesn't have to be word for word adaptation. And if that alone is what makes you not like the Harry Potter films, then honestly, you're just crazy obsessed with source material, and that's all it is. Because the original Harry Potter films are work of art. They're freaking used as essays for film schools and film students. And they're aging like wine, man. They get better every time I rewatch them. Honestly, the original Harry Potter movies are the most rewatchable movies you could ever rewatch. And honestly, I just like the movies. I can't imagine what the die-hard Harry Potter film fans are thinking. The ones that live in the Harry Potter homes, that know all the school names and the spells and the wizard potion combinations. I feel bad for them because I know when this reboot comes out, they're not gonna like it. And you know what else I feel bad for? The writers, the directors, the cast and crew, everyone working on this reboot, because they're always gonna be compared to the films. And even if they make something that's truly great, it'll always and forever be compared to the originals and never be on the same level. But guess what? I hope that I'm dead wrong. I hope that this reboot is phenomenal and that it's even better than the original Harry Potter films. I hope it's so good I say bye-bye, Daniel Radcliffe. You know what? Get those people out of the rides. Put the new kids in there. Put the new cast in there. And they get replaced with the new Snape and Lord Farquaad Dumbledore. But guys, we've been here too many times before. We all know how these reboots go. And that's why no matter what happens, this is always going to be my Harry Potter. And these are always going to be the Harry Potter movies I show my family, my children, until the end of time. But if you somehow made it to the end of this video and you're still looking at my ugly face with these humongous eyebrows, I just want to say I'm giving away a PS5 or the game console of your choice. All you got to do is hype up this video. And also, if you could do me a favor, don't like this video and definitely don't subscribe because I'm a nutcase and I'm just going to ruin your life. Take care. God bless.